Just wow, I've been trying so hard to blend this family. And now, the struggle is keeping their problems. Better.
Welcome to the Quiet Hour.
And I'm glad you dropped in because I've actually been thinking a lot about our talk last week about how our breath shallows, how our muscles tighten, the subtle bracing that gathers through the stress of even an ordinary day. But most importantly, how we learn to pause long enough to notice that tension, and then to soften, to remember we're not in crisis. We're not in crisis, even when our days feel full. That softening was and is our doorway back to presence. This week we'll shift from the tension inside our bodies to the noise outside of us, the moods, expectations, and storms that swirl around our lives. Unfortunately, just because we've learned to soften, it doesn't mean the world has learned to soften with us. External noise comes from our environment, from other people, other circumstances, the relentless pace of life. It's not ours to control, and we know this. We can't stop other people from having moods. We can't rewrite their expectations of us or their demands on us. And we certainly can't force them to respect us or to respond to us or to treat us in any given way. Nor can we silence the heavy headlines or slow the traffic or block our inbox from receiving task upon task. But what we can do is this. We can choose how we meet this noise, because the real challenge isn't the noise itself. It's how we respond to it, or more so, how we absorb it, how we let it become a part of us, the way we let it shape our energy, our truth, our sense of self. External noise becomes internal noise the very moment we take it personally. So how do we stay rooted when the world can be so cruel sometimes? How do we hold our centers when everything around us seems to be pulling at our edges? How do we let the world be? Let it be ugly and noisy without it drowning out our peace or our voice. Let's explore this. Pema Chodron wrote, "You are the sky, everything else is just weather." Think about this. The weather passes. The world around us is constantly shifting moods, opinions, expectations, headlines, demands. Some days feel bright and open, some heavy and unpredictable. Some arrive suddenly like a storm you never saw coming, and some, just face it, we just feel stuck in. But the weather is just a speck in a beautiful, endless sky. And the noise, this weather, it's not you, it's not me, usually. It comes from other sources, other people, their reactions, their drama, their expectations. The most grounded truth is a simple one. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. This is a reminder that not every storm belongs to you. Not every mood is yours to manage. Not every expectation is yours to meet. Not every storyline is yours to enter. There is a noise we must coexist with, the hum of life, the weather of the world. But there's also a noise that doesn't belong to us. Noise that was never ours to carry, at least not for long. It's the noise that arrived simply to offer a brief teaching. The criticism not rooted in truth. The expectation that didn't match your heart. The disappointment or judgment that wasn't actually about you. The urgency that came from someone else's fear, not your reality. This is the kind of noise that doesn't need to be managed or controlled. It needs to be released. Released. Meditation and mindfulness help us see the difference, not by making life quieter, but by giving us clarity. It shows us what's ours to hold and what we can gently let go of. It shows us the stories we've absorbed as our own and the ones we can return to the world. It shows us the storms we must simply coexist with and the storms we can step out of entirely. And in the stillness, something else happens. Something else becomes clear. The strength to let go has always been within us. We may not feel it when we're tangled in the mess, the noise, when our energy is spent trying to solve problems that don't belong to us. Meditation doesn't give us strength. It uncovers it. It reminds us of the steadiness beneath the storm. The beautiful sky above the weather. And the self, the beautiful self beneath the stories. And it also restores our equilibrium, that quiet center that allows us to coexist with the storms we can't control. The groundedness that keeps us from being swept into every gust of wind, every mood, every expectation, every noise that isn't ours. When we return to ourselves, we remember what's ours and what's not. And from that place, letting go becomes less of a struggle and more of a natural exhale. A soft return to balance. A remembering of the sky we've always been, wide, steady, untouched by passing storms. How about we meditate? Before we sit for our meditation, let's take our posture. All spine, relaxed shoulders, arms, hands falling to our laps or placed gently on our hearts. Let's take a deep, cleansing breath together, filling every cell with sustenance. Then exhaling all you've been holding, all that's not yours to hold. Inhale. And exhale. Two more slow, deep breaths as you arrive in your space. Inhale. And exhale. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Notice how your body feels now, lighter, clearer, a little more your own. We are here. We've arrived.
Whether seated or lying down, feel the support beneath your body. Steady, grounding, trustworthy. Feel the gravity holding you, reminding you that you don't need to hold everything yourself because you are held. Feel your body touching the space it occupies. Let the space and your body meet each other fully. Let them merge. One quiet, steady presence resting in a single sky. Let your breath show you what's yours to hold and what you can gently let go. With each rise, breathe in spaciousness, the wide open sky within you. With each fall, let the weather pass on through. Thoughts, tension, noise, all loosening their grip as they leave. In the space between each breath, feel your heart meet the moment without absorbing it. If your mind wanders, be gentle. Thoughts will come, but returning your awareness back to the breath is the practice. Simply notice the thought, like a cloud moving across the sky. Then softly let your heart guide your mind back to your breath. Back to presence. Here, you know what's yours to hold and what your heart needs to release. You are the sky, clear, steady, untouched by passing storms. While you are resting here in this space, softening, quieting, and listening, I'd like to leave you with 4 intentions to carry with you. I hold only what belongs to me. I release what is not mine to carry. I return to the steady center within me. I meet the world's weather without losing my sky. I am the sky.